Hey everybody, welcome to Noticeably Invisible. I'm your host, Dave, and today I'm joined by Aidan Thornton, who is
a former news reporter and newspaper maker of the EWG Mercury, if you haven't already noticed about that. And to everyone at EWG High School and to Mr. Robitaille, hi, I've missed you all, and I hope everything's going well at the EWG Mercury.
what's EWG stand for?
Exeter West Greenwich High School.
All right, so that's a high school in Rhode Island, kind of a rural area, a little bit out there in the woods, right?
Yeah.
And that's where you graduated?
Yeah, well, I graduated from high school early in January to attend CCRI for the Transition Academy.
Oh, okay.
Then in June, I graduated from CCRI.
Excellent.
And now I've come to Perspectives.
Yeah.
Where I have realized that some people from EWG go here, like Casey, Ryan.
Oh, so you see some of your
Joey.
old friends and people you're familiar with.
Yeah.
So when did you start here in Perspectives?
Last year in April 2024.
And you do the day program here?
Yeah.
What does that look like? What do you do?
Well, on Tuesdays and Thursdays we go bowling, like practicing for Special Olympics.
Okay.
And on Wednesdays we do fun outings, like libraries, malls, parks, that kind of stuff.
And you are someone with a ton of specific interests, we'll say, right?
Yeah, I'm interested in trains.
In trains, yeah.
Especially Thomas and Friends.
Okay. And
which in fact is the 80th anniversary this year.
Thomas the Train has been around for 80 years.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Sad part. Before 2025 began, the creator of the television series, Britt Allcroft, died on Christmas Day in 2024.
Oh wow, that was recent.
I did not realize that until the day I came back after break on the computer, dumbfounded, finding out that.
You are such a big Thomas the Train fan. I imagine that probably was a hard one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you such a Thomas the Train fan?
Well, when I was little, I used to watch Thomas and Friends on VHS because my family and I used to have VHS VCRs.
So when you watch it now, does it kind of transport you back to that time when you were younger?
Yeah, I'm mostly fond of the CGI and model era.
Okay. What does that mean for people who maybe don't know what you're talking about?
There's this, well, in 2021, there's this reboot called All Engines Go, which I was, let's just say it needed a little more.
Okay.
One of my favorite characters about that show, on the show was Bruno, because he reminded me of myself, because Bruno is a brake fan with autism.
That's his character on the show?
Bruno.
Wow.
Bruno has autism because he has his special lantern to show his emotions, and he brings out his Steam headphones to block out his windows from the loud noises.
Wow. So when you saw that, what did you think? Kind of seeing a beloved show that you love so much also kind of represent
an autistic character.
Yeah, how did that make you feel?
I felt inspired.
That's amazing. I actually had no idea about that. I'm glad you shared that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you love this show, and the reason actually that you and I originally talked, which was a few months back, was you do video editing, and I was looking for someone to do some video editing.
Yeah, I've been doing video editing since 2020, since we started the PLT session at EWG.
Okay.
So I was with Mr. Robitaille for the EWG Mercury newspaper.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things that you do quite a bit of is you use Thomas the Tank in your edits.
Well, yes and
right.
no. Most of the videos that I've made was for the school.
Yeah.
Was for the school website and the EWG TV high school YouTube channel.
But when you do your own for fun, what do you tend to do?
That was after I graduated.
So. Yeah.
So in 2022, when I heard about Queen Elizabeth II's death, I made an article on the EWG Mercury called "Reflection of the Queen's Passing," and made my own customized Thomas and Friends music video.
Yeah.
To honor the Queen's death.
Which you showed me, and it felt like it was your memoriam to the Queen. It was the song was a little somber, and a lot of it had the trains showing sad emotion.
Yeah. And before I started video editing, I've seen a couple customized Thomas and Friends music videos made by Thomas YouTubers who are Thomas fans.
Mm-hmm.
Some YouTubers who are Thomas fans.
And that inspired you?
Yeah. That inspired me to make my own.
It was funny. I have to share this story. So I asked if you could make a little intro video for me, and you did an amazing job, and I can't wait to get that up and running on the show. But it was so funny because in my head I was like, he's gonna put Thomas in the intro video, and I didn't say anything to you. I just let you do your thing, and then you came over to me. You go, "I have a surprise for you," and then you pulled me over.
You weren't supposed to guess.
I already knew it in my head. I was like,
"You weren't supposed to guess in your head. That's not allowed."
I can't help it. I couldn't help it. But
no, I can't.
I said it was amazing. The intro video is actually so impressive. But you started with a little segment of Thomas, and I was like, due to copyright issues, we probably can't have Thomas in there. But it was so funny.
Copyright laws are the worst.
They are.
Don't tell them I said that, because I'll get arrested.
You're good. So, Aidan, it was so funny to me just because it was so on brand with what you typically do, and I do appreciate that.
You made me happy, and then let me down. So easily.
I'm sorry. I know, it was like you were so ecstatic to show us, and then
my dreams were completely shattered.
But luckily, you did only keep that as like a few seconds in the beginning, and then the rest of the video was spot on. So very, very impressed with the work that you did.
Yeah.
And so where did you learned from that program at EWG how to video edit?
Yeah, because Mr. Robitaille and Mr. Searle, who was the tech guy, who was the computer technology guy, teacher for the school, now retired in 2023. He helped me make more videos for their YouTube channel.
What would you tell someone who wants to get into video editing? Like, what's a good way to start?
The good way to start is to learn how to use it like a tutorial.
Okay. What program were you using, if you want to share that with people?
WeVideo.
I know I've done some work with like iMovie, which is a very basic system as well. So if people are interested in it, they just you can teach yourself basically through the tutorials, right? It's not that hard, but it is. I mean, there is still a skill set to it, right? Yeah. Like knowing what fits what and getting the music on right and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I also was hoping you would share. You have like a lot of Thomas facts, and then like you showed me one thing you showed me was Thomas's appearances in pop culture. You
Yeah.
remember when you told me that about that?
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny because like there's so many times where Thomas the Tank is shown in other sources.
So are other kid show characters like Bob the Builder was in Bob the Builder toy. The Bob the Builder toys were in Will Ferrell's Elf.
Oh, okay.
Easily spotted.
Easily spotted. What was a few of the Thomas ones that you had shown me that you feel like are noteworthy?
Well, well, on the right bottom corner in Eloise at Christmas time, you'd spot some of the Thomas wooden railway products at the bottom corner while Eloise's nanny was still looking for her.
Okay. And that's funny because you actually know, you could look at one of like, if there's a Thomas toy somewhere
Yeah.
and you would know exactly what era it comes from and
Yeah.
like around the year.
Thomas's
and
biggest cameo in pop culture was Ant-Man in 2015.
Yes.
The final battle with Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket featured Thomas the Tank Engine.
You showed me that. And
Yeah,
that was
funny-
really amazing.
Yeah, the funniest scene was Thomas gets jumbo sized and then smashes a police car.
Yeah.
Smashes a police car on the side.
I can only imagine. Did you see that in theaters or did you watch it on TV?
On DVD.
You watched it on DVD. You must have been ecstatic when you saw Thomas in that movie, huh?
Yeah.
Did you know Thomas was going to be in it?
Yeah.
You knew it
No, I
when you
didn't.
first saw it?
No, I saw the trailer, but I didn't realize that Thomas was going to be.
I just
in it.
picture your head exploding when that happened. Like seeing Thomas in a movie, you probably were like out of your mind.
Yeah.
That-
Since Thomas had his movie Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Yeah. You also enjoy some other things than
Yeah,
Thomas.
Lost-
So I was going to
Lost
give you a
Media.
chance to talk about it a little
Lost
bit.
Media. Yeah, I've been watching a couple of Lost Media pilots of some shows like Bob the Builder,
Mm.
SpongeBob,
Yeah.
SpongeBob, Kenny the Shark.
So for people who aren't familiar with Lost Media, we did an episode with our friend Michael Olson,
Mhm.
who is very big into Lost Media and did a whole like overview of, you know, the community and like what it is and gave some very prime examples. But basically, just for people who didn't see that, it is
because they canceled it and then until the time has come to show it
Sure.
to the public.
Yeah, so basically it's like might be a TV show or a movie that was in the process of being made.
Or rejected
Yeah,
movie.
or a rejected movie, and basically it never sees the light of day. And in some cases, these things go missing, or they're just not able to be accessed.
Or British children's shows that didn't make it to the US make it to the
Oh,
US,
okay.
but did make the pilot episodes like Tugs,
Mhm.
which was a rival show of Thomas and Friends.
So
Thomas and Friends.
I know we talked about it one day because you gave me a few examples, and I was like, "Oh, you like Lost Media too?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, I guess you know." We started talking about it. So since that conversation, have you been doing more deep dives on Lost Media?
Well, before the Thomas pilot had been released this year, I've seen a couple Lost Media pilots early in 2020, 2021, 2022. Like Bob the Builder pilot, which Scoops originally was Digger. Bob looked a lot different.
He looked a lot different.
Yeah.
So are those things are all available now for
Yeah.
people to be able to see?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And Bill and Ben the Flower Pot Men only aired in the UK, did their own American pilot dub.
Mm-hmm.
Pilot dub, but didn't get to air it on US television.
Okay.
And Tugs did a American dub as well, with Jack Angel as Captain Star and Big Mac, while Paulson as Top Hat and Zoran.
So these are a bunch of shows that I'm not super familiar with, but I know that there are probably people of a younger generation that do know a lot of these things.
Yeah, because Tugs was created by the by director Dave Mitten, who was the same director of Thomas and Friends.
Oh, okay.
Before season 3 began.
What year frame we talking?
1989.
Oh, so it's not that it was not my generation. It was just, it totally missed me, obviously.
Yeah.
Because that would have been me. Yeah. So with Lost Media, kind of, it feels like that's right up your alley because you love facts, you love dates and connecting things.
Yeah. And in 2022, Twitter and YouTube user Thomas Tank Merch discovered the lost tapes of the production of season 5 of Thomas and Friends, which I started.
And he was able to release those on his YouTube?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a score.
I watched them in 2022, in the summer of 2022.
Yeah.
Too. And turns out there were more scenes that were shot but never shown to the public.
Interesting.
Yeah, some of the deleted scenes were used in some Thomas and Friends sing-along songs.
I think
the
that
rest,
if you think about YouTube, it's pretty amazing that like we have this, like that's probably one thing that YouTube's really good for is the ability to find these things that we never would be able to see. If YouTube didn't exist, you never would see these Lost Media things.
No one would know anything.
Yeah, we would not know a lot of the stuff that we know, and we wouldn't be able to.
All people would do is just read books.
Well, you could watch TV.
Yeah, well, true that.
And we had VCRs. So back in the day, instead of being able to like pull something up on YouTube, you had to record it on TV on your VCR, and then so that was obviously it's changed so much because of YouTube.
Since 2007, when VCRs stopped selling, although they were sold in thrift stores.
Do you still have a VCR?
No, but I'll be getting one soon.
Do you have your VHS of Thomas still?
Oh, I have one, a gift from my best friend from high school, Caroline Sir.
Nice.
I visited her as a birthday present when I visited her on the day of my birthday last year.
I like that. That's a nice nostalgic present right there. Aidan, another thing that you enjoy is going to like conventions.
Yeah, well, right now it's just Comic-Con because it's still my first time going to Comic-Con.
Oh, you will be going to Comic-Con.
It's Rhode Island. Rhode Island Comic-Con is only held during November, on 3 days of November.
So you'll be going?
Yeah.
Do you know who's going to be there yet?
No, but I did met a few celebrities the past 2 years.
Okay, tell us about it.
In 2023, I met the voice of Squidward from SpongeBob, Roger Bumpus, who put on a Squidward show for us.
Yeah.
And I had a photo with him.
And you met him where, at Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Okay.
In 2023. Then I met Jim Cummings. He was the additional voices of almost every additional characters.
On SpongeBob?
No, on other shows.
Oh, on other shows.
Like Monterey Jack, like he voiced Monterey.
From Chippendale's Rescue Rangers?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
I wish Jim Cummings a happy birthday because November 3rd was his birthday.
Okay. Oh, so it was right around his birthday that you were there. Cool.
My brothers Liam and Seamus wanted to have a photo op with their favorite rapper Logic.
Oh, Logic, yeah.
Logic.
Yep.
And they wanted me to come along, though I don't usually listen to his songs. But he did like my SpongeBob fan outfit.
Wait, so Logic was at Comic-Con?
Yeah.
What was he doing there?
In photo op, autographs.
Yeah.
While we were getting his autograph after having a photo op with him.
And I guess
Seamus saw Carl Weathers.
Yeah, he was there.
Who died last year.
Yeah.
And Seamus waves at Carl Weathers, and Carl Weathers waved back.
I guess at this point, Comic-Con has expanded beyond just being about comic books and cartoons. It does have a lot of different types of guests.
Yeah, and souvenirs.
Yes.
I got my first two souvenirs, the Hashling and Slasher poster, and the complete series of Chippendale Rescue Rangers. and and last year I met Mara Wilson from Matilda. Last year I met Mara Wilson from Matilda at Comic-Con.
Yeah. So you'll be there this year?
Yes, I'll have to find out who's going to be there this year.
If anybody who's watching this sees you there, what should they do? Should they say hi?
Yeah. Well, last year I was wearing my Ben 10 Alien Force outfit, and you know how Ben doesn't like Ben Tennyson doesn't like being famous since Ultimate Alien.
Yeah. So
in my thought I was like, I knew I should have went as myself.
Are you gonna dress up this year, or are you just
I'm going as Totoro from Studio Ghibli's My Neighbor Totoro.
Okay. I am gonna have to look that one up because I do not know what that looks like, but hopefully I see you there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you for your autograph if you're there.
Yeah. So speaking of lost media, they finally released the Thomas and Friends pilot episode, Gone the Mine.
Oh, okay.
Narrated by Ringo Starr.
How long ago was that? Was that put together?
It was this year. It was this year that it was put together. Because it never aired. Because it never aired on television after they filmed it back in the 1980s.
That's what I meant. So that's from the 80s.
So they refilmed it. Filmed that episode for the final version before Thomas's Christmas party.
Okay. Your Thomas knowledge will never end. You probably could spit facts about Thomas related.
Not spit.
Not spit. Tell facts.
Yeah.
About Thomas for days, right?
Well, almost.
Almost days. And I did tell you I was going to challenge you a little bit today. Before we started recording, I said, I'm going to ask you to give somebody advice. If they're having a difficult time, if they are struggling in life, or they just want to have a happier life. What do you think would help someone enjoy themselves more, get through a tough time? Is there any advice you could give to people?
Well, I could say that you could keep trying. You could ask someone for help if you don't know how to do something for the first time.
Mm-hmm. So instead of avoiding doing things, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's a great way to view things, because a lot of times we don't necessarily want to do things because we're afraid we're going to fail or we're not going to be good enough. So asking for help. Can we go back to something you said earlier? You were talking about the Thomas character who has autism, right?
Yeah,
Bruno. And you were talking about like the way that his light shows his emotions, he puts the headphones on. So tell me, why is that helpful for people? Why do you think it's helpful for people to see that character?
Yeah, because Bruno likes to keep the engines, help the engines follow the schedule.
So seeing someone like that, though, how do you think that helps others? How does it help you seeing that? Like you said, you were inspired. Why does that inspire you?
Because I have autism, and there are some loud areas that I don't like.
So seeing a character work through stuff, succeed, or be able to.
Bruno helps his fellow engines.
So seeing a character that you relate to help others get through tough situations, that's inspiring, right?
Yeah.
So that's why that's important that they have representation.
You could say Bruno likes to take a break because he's a break fan.
Taking a break is a very important thing to do sometimes, and it makes sense for his character. So I just had that thought. I just wanted to kind of reiterate that. I think representation in these shows is so helpful for the people who identify with those characters, because it helps you see like, I can do that. I can also help others. I can also get through challenging times. I'm glad you shared that with us. That was a really interesting thing that I was not aware of.
Yeah.
Aidan, before we wrap up, I always like to give people an opportunity to give shout outs to people who, if you want to say like hi or thank you to anybody, feel free.
Shout out to everyone at the EWG Mercury, and hi, Mob.
Perfect. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Aidan, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome, Dave.
This was pretty fun, and I look forward to having more conversations with you in the future. And also, I am very, very excited for people to see the intro you put together. So I got to work on getting that up and running. Yeah. But thank you, everyone. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you next month.
Yep.
See you later.
See ya.